Okay. So, recap of yesterday's Final Fantasy XIV Berlin FanFest. Of course, they started off with the trailer. So yeah, that was good. Started off with the trailer. Then they kind of went into like a little bit more in detail of like what we pretty much what we knew. I know actually before that, they showed what the new classes. They went kind of like, and you kind of saw it when Yoshi P came out in his costume, but you saw it in the trailer. Like, and it kind of surprised me. Which is kind of like this time he actually kind of went with the whole like the least surprising route for the job class. The thing is twin shields with spikes and kind of like guns on it. Call it Bastion. Then for anyone who played Destiny 2, we're like, oh, Bastion. Oh yeah, that's what Titans used. Oh, okay, good. Then from there, he went into kind of like a recap of all the other stuff that was shown. Like he showed a trailer of the Alliance raid. The normal raid series is going to be based on Final Fantasy VII. Let's see. You're going to do a little bit more optimization with the like character creation. So like some of like the facial markings and whatnot of characters, he's getting rid of it. Like for the Mikote, the cat people, he's kind of getting rid of their like battle paint. Which I'm like, oh, thank God they're getting rid of some of it. Like with the black noses of the Lalafels and the Vera. Yeah, he's getting rid of those. Chocobos are going to be revamped. So he's going to just revamp the whole Chocobo system in general. And you can actually take them into a light party. Like if you have like you and a friend and you want to like run a dungeon, then you can just take your Chocobos and stuff. What else? Oh yeah, he's gonna try to revamp Fates, where like you could do world bosses. Because right now Fates are just going like unless you're doing Fate trains, no one really like. What else are they really doing? Like if I see a Fate in the middle like of the town, I'm not even like engaging in it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think he went over the battle system too much. That it was like the classic version of like leveling and gearing compared to the evolved system. I don't think he really talked too much about it. He said that'd be more in detailed in October when the last FanFest, which is during Tokyo Game Show. I'm trying to think of what else. And if you think about it, Tokyo Game Show, or just like no, October is not that far away. Let's see what I'm trying to figure out what else. Yeah, the of course the Alliance raid is going to be about Evangelion and was it? Did he? No, I thought he said he didn't talk too much about it this time. He will talk more about it in October. For the normal raid series, the director that is doing the Final Fantasy remake, he actually him and his team did help with the making of the raid series. Let's see what else. What else? Yeah, definitely the Chocobo thing definitely caught me off guard. Like, yeah, I was leveling up Chocobos, but I was like, you know what? Now I don't even have to. I think they're trying to make it easier to level those things instead of like leveling them and using these near onions to like break their level cap. It's super like convoluted. I'd never paid attention to it. I think he'll try to make what was it? Using chocobos a little bit more rewarding. Let's see. The character creation part was really good. Oh, then he talked a little bit about the you could get like skins for different actions, and some actions that were taken away as like time went on, and they're like, okay, we can't really use this action, or took away that skill that used that with a certain action. He's like, oh, you could get a skin for that and put it onto a different one. So a little bit more of that would be like probably told later on at a later date. And the other thing not even attacking. Yeah, he didn't absolutely. Movie Chief did nothing. Yeah, and there was in the trailer they showed a few new characters, right? They showed one with a bird and using some kind of magic. So I'm like, I don't think that's the new physical range DPS that still hasn't been shown. But now that the tank has been shown, I have no clue what direction they're going with the the new range DPS. Yeah, no clue. Because I'll say that this time when he had a chart on for the last FanFest, like to kind of like show what one of the subclasses or job classes is going to be, is usually a little bit more convoluted. This time, it was pretty straightforward, and I didn't get it. So I was like, yeah, at this point, I don't know what could come out. I do have a feeling though a shield and spear class is going to come out eventually though. Because it looked like the next was it like the next big thing of Final Fantasy is going to be to go to each world. So like how it's like divided into 13 shards. You're gonna probably go to each of the 13 shards. Make sure it was right over here. There's the wrong one. So yeah, this time we're going to go to the ice one. So I'm pretty sure pretty soon we'll go to all the other ones, like the fire one, the wind one, the lightning one. The lightning one will have a little bit of like lore connected to it because it's going to be connected to the place where Dawn Shell kind of like that whole problem from there was from the lightning realm. So I think it's Alexandria, so it'll probably be more of a Final Fantasy IX themed place. Oh, we just use a super. We haven't done this for a while. Yeah, it's just been, was it difficult to get everyone on board because of the weekend. So that's why it's like I think was it if next weekend we're not doing anything that no, it's it'll probably be Sunday. Next Sunday I might try to do some stuff like solo things. It's gonna just take a little while until everyone's work and all that kind of stuff calms down. I'm gonna see what else happened at the FanFest. I know I was excited for like I remembered a lot of stuff I was excited for. Oh yeah, they also said like a lot of the like kind of the prelude to the story is going to come out in the next patch where like you kind of start to see like, oh, this is the direction they're going, even though we already kind of know. They showed off some of the like spoilery enemy or some enemies are going to be like you're going to be fighting later on, and I apparently like a lot of people are like messaging Yoshi P and telling him that, oh, they don't want you to spoil any of the stuff, as in like they don't want you to show you like too many things at the fan fest that like no would be spoilers or something like that. I was like, or maybe because I don't care about spoilers. Like if I like something, you could spoil the whole thing for me, and I'm still gonna do it. Like spoiling a movie to me, if it's good, I'm gonna watch it regardless. Like I don't care if you spoil it. The only time I would care is if like I'm around somebody who doesn't like spoilers. Is the only time I would care about like spoilers and stuff. But me personally, like you could be like, oh yeah, the ending of the movie is this. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm watching it anyway. Yeah, with the age of the internet, it's hard to like do something that's like without like any kind of like spoilers. If you are on the internet a lot. Okay, make sure I didn't get hit by any of that. Let's see. Because the FanFest was like pretty much like I was saying before. It was like for Final Fantasy 14. They show or they pretty much like the first few minutes they will show you the trailer. Then they'll show you what the next job class is. Then they'll start explaining different like new mechanics and stuff in the story. Oh yeah, they also try to do branching storylines where instead of going kind of like Mega Man, instead of going to like one world after the next, like Mega Man, it could be like you could just choose your own adventure. Like you choose if you want to go to like which boss you want to like encounter first, which I like. Shoot, I better look at what I'm doing before I do it. Oh, you know what? I'll just get those ones for now. Oh, I was like, wait a minute, it looks different because I did not pick the right place. Yeah, so like I think the stream was 3 hours long. I watched like most of it. I just happened to be up when it came on. I was like, oh, it's because it's like Berlin time. I think the next one, of course, could be Japan time. So that one, I think it's going to be. I hope it's not going to be bright early in the morning. It's like later on in the day. Then it'll be better to watch for me to watch the stream. I generally like this. At least their stream is of substance. Like the fake Grand Order ones, I don't even watch them. I know a stream is coming up kind of soon for their anniversary stream, but I just wait until like afterwards, where like certain YouTubers would probably be like, "Oh yeah, this is the new servant." That's all I care about. I want to see what the anniversary servant is because usually the anniversary servant is strong from a meta perspective. I think it's with most games. They generally want their anniversary character to be strong. The one that I've known that did not do that was War of the Visions. I think they had like anniversary characters where they just made them weak. I mean, they also did like collab stuff. Like they do collab characters, and they made the collab characters weak. I'm like, what is wrong with like War of the Visions? Like Final Fantasy 8 and 9, the characters. I think Final Fantasy 5, they made the main character or the free character you get was good. Everyone else was kind of bad. I think the character in everyone in 9 was pretty bad. Even the free character was pretty trash. let's see, 8. Pretty much everyone was trash. I think the only one that was like mostly pretty good was like the Final Fantasy VII and Accent Core and the remake and stuff. Like almost all, like a lot of theirs was good. Unfortunately, though, they made in Final Fantasy X, they made Yuna busted. Tidus was okay; he was a free unit. They made yeah, they made Barrett bad actually, but they made he was like unplayably bad. Then as they did reruns, they just somehow made him really like decently strong. They didn't do that with Auron though, so I was like, you guys did him dirty. In Octopath Traveler, they actually made Auron busted strong, so I was like, good. They also made Riku really strong. Riku, I don't think they make Riku weak a lot. They generally know better than to do that. They make her pretty decent. So yeah, when she comes up in was a Octopath Traveler, something of the continent, Conquerors of the Continent. Yeah, I think. Then that's when I would have like definitely roll for that one. I think they did a romancing saga. Almost all their characters were really strong too, and they said that was like pretty much power creep. I mean, I got in Star Roll, I got the Fate characters. Why? Because they're Fate characters. Not because they're good, or I don't even know what they're like tier or whatever, how strong they are compared to other things. I'm like, I don't go hell. I don't care. I'm just gonna get them because they're cool. I generally do not like to get like. I like to kind of like get a character that's strong and that I like. If it's a character, oh, I like this character, and it's like, no, very, very bad. I'm not rolling on that. I'm like, because I don't want to spend money, so I'm like, I can't be spending, or I'm not going to spend money, and I don't want to roll on trash characters. So I'll just wait until like a character that aligns with like my aesthetic that I like, and that's decently strong. It doesn't have to be the strongest, just decent. Oh yeah, forgot to take a look. Nice. We got this done, like today we got this done in like 17 minutes, but usually it takes a lot longer. Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to get to the FanFest that much. Like it was like 3 hours of content. And I pretty much yapped through it pretty quick. I probably like, oh yeah, I mean, pretty sure there is more content coming along, like some of the more, what was it? Oh, no, I actually went here a lot. You know what? I could just like run around over here. I know I didn't check all the places. Crevices over here. I stay in the main town too much because I like the aesthetic of that one. Yeah, I think I saw in the chat people were asking for Blitzball. I do want that too, but I don't think they'll do it until either they're going to do a raid series where the theme is going to be Final Fantasy X, which I think they're going to do. Final Fantasy X is too beloved not to do it. Because they're doing it with 7 right now because of coinciding with the last part of the remake. But at the same time, I think once they do either that collab or go to the world of water, the water element kind of themed world, then until that happens, I don't think they're going to do or work on Blitzball. Because I think they even said, right, I think, no, on the raid series, for the art, Nomura did help with it. Which I'm surprised. So with that, right, like, I think they're not going to do Blitzball until like they do a Final Fantasy X kind of like collab or something like that with it. And they're gonna have to like get approval from like Nomura to make sure it's actually good enough to be, because Yoshi P will now put like a half-ass kind of like Blitzball, 'cause I think he understands how much people like Blitzball. So he probably won't do that until like he knows it's like 100% good, which I appreciate. If they just make it a 1-for-1 of old Blitzball, I'll be fine with that. For a brief moment, I thought I saw someone right here. It was like red. Ooh. See, it sometimes pays to just run around like a crazy person. Sad thing is with that whole like weird like turn around and all that, I didn't actually do that. I just pressed straight and straight forward, and it did it on its own. Okay. I thought, you know, if you go to one of these crevices, you'll see one, but yeah. So, and if you are playing Final Fantasy XIV, is there anything that you guys want to see in it? I want to see either a collab with, okay, there's quite a few things. I'm greedy. I do want to see a Final Fantasy X collab. I like Final Fantasy X a lot. Oh, another box. Man, I'm getting lucky today. Oh, okay. So I want to see Final Fantasy X collab. I also want to have them like do more stuff like Final Fantasy XII, because it's all Ivalice stuff. They've already like established they have the Ivalice things in there. So I want them to like work on that. Then you can just tie in like more Final Fantasy Tactics kind of thing in there. I like Final Fantasy Tactics a lot. I haven't played the new or bought the new one. I'm not sure if it's only on Switch. I haven't bought it because I know if I bought it, I would get really, really into it. So sometimes I kind of like stop myself to prevent myself from like just no life in the game. I did that with what did I do that with? I did a little bit of that with Windrose for a bit, and Dune, until it started destroying my computer. Yeah, Dune was just like making my PC like overheat too much, and I was trying to like make the settings really low and all that. It wasn't helping too much, and it's like, no, it did started helping. They did an update. It really helped at one point. Then they did another update, and that's when it all went to shit. Like my computer would actually turn off because like it overheated. So yeah, that's when I was like, okay, I guess I can't play this game. I mean, I wasn't super invested in the game, but still, that was kind of like a bit much. Like this game is overheating. I played way more like graphically intensive games than that. I mean, look at Enfield. Enfield's pretty graphically intensive, and I think it's honestly just like the other people's bases, like loading that into the map and all that is probably what's causing it to go like hella crazy. And all the shader stuff. Either way, I wasn't too bummed out when I couldn't play Dune Awakening anymore. I was like, ah. I mean, I would if I could, but if I can't, it ain't no skin off my back. The only one that I would actually, I had to do that a little bit with Arc Knights. I had to like kind of like lower some of the settings in certain areas to kind of like make it run a little bit more smooth. It was like being really choppy at one point. Tomorrow I'll finally work on the side quest video. So I'll just I'm trying to do the side quest video in order. I just didn't think about it until afterwards. So, oh, I should have done that in order. I wonder if people wanted me to separate it by name. I'll probably see if I could find the names and then just, I put them in there. Like maybe put like a little list and maybe do a little video breaks and all that stuff, so you know which side quests everything is. I'll attempt it. But don't, don't hold your breath. It might not happen. I might, like, I'll at least try to, like, separate it correctly, and if I can't do that, then... What the hell? Oh, okay, that's what that is. I was like, what is that? Okay. Over here. At least they're not attacking me right off the bat, so that's great. Those guys will. I was like, oh, they're not attacking me. Great. Then the things that will attack me is also here. Which are goblins. Or, what, they're Mukus? Try to catch up to me now. They do. I'm so glad enemies can't mount. If they can mount all, like, these things and just chase after you, that'd be something I would do as a game developer. Like, I would put in, like, for me, I would get, like, hints from not Final Fantasy, dot hack, and I'll make, like, bug dot monsters that, like, just can't die, and just to have, like, more people kind of be like, oh yeah, I think this is a bug. No, it's not a bug, it's a feature, bro. Like, I'll make a bunch of weird monsters like that, so then when, like, unique monsters where people, like, when they meet it, they'll be like, oh, I met that weird ass thing. Why is it doing, like, X, Y, and Z? So I put that there on purpose. Everyone's talking about AI all the time. I'll just, make a monster that, like, learns from, like, different patterns. So if you use a certain type of tactic on it, they'll respond in kind. Do something fun with it. Use AI for something amusing instead of making shitty art. What the majority of AI is used for people who can draw. And Box, I had a good point. He was like, oh yeah, I like AI. I was like, what? He's like, no, because he's like, it pretty much it strengthens the people, the artists who, according to him, right? He's like, it strengthened the artists that were, like, mediocre. So, like, because they can't be mediocre because the AI is, like, kind of taking over their stuff, their turf. So it, like, strengthens them to make them better at drawing. And if you're not better, right, then people should get the AI version because it's easier. And if it's like, yeah, if it's so hard, we're like, oh yeah, I can't do it because AI, right? Then you're never that great to begin with, or you just don't have the drive to become great. I was like, yeah, that's a tough artist talk right there. Like, I haven't drawn for quite a while. I am thinking about kind of getting back into it, not even for, like, me drawing my art, but, like, for thumbnails. I was like, you know what, I need to make better thumbnails. I know, guys. You don't need to tell me. I know I need to make better thumbnails. So yeah, that is my kind of, like, what I want to do is, like, or not just thumbnails, but certain memes and stuff. I love them. So I was like, it would be great if I had, like, a way to, like, let's say, put a piece of art, right? And then I could, like, kind of, like, some of, like, the source of this certain facial expressions where I could, like, trace the facial expression, then kind of overlay whatever I think is funny on top of that. So that's what I know. I've seen artists with the new programs being able to do it, but they need to have a little draw pad. So I was like, with that, I think that'll probably be very useful. Even just for, like, not even for streams, but just for my own fun. But yeah, that is my ideas. That's my, and I'm sticking to it, according to Milk. So yeah, so far we're this strong. With the possibility of getting a little bit stronger. Skills. So many things to level up still. Yeah, I'm still using these battle imagines. This one took me months to get, so that's the reason why I still use it. And I like Mooka Chief, even though the NPC Mooka Chief that's supposed to help you is absolute dog water. But yeah, but with that, everyone, was the recap of the... Today was a recap of the Final Fantasy XIV Berlin FanFest. Bye-bye. And some other stuff, right? Some other things, featured things of Final Fantasy that I would like to see later on. And definitely October, when that rolls around with the final FanFest during Tokyo Game Show, I'll have lots more to yap about. But right now, I am trying to get everyone else into Final Fantasy, so, you know, I'll be showing that even more to the rest of the group. And will that mean that I'll stop playing Blue Cargo? Nah, I'm still going to play it. Until they do an end of service, I'm going to keep on, I'll be here every day, as long as I can. So with that, everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're here for the long game. So you guys have a good one. Have a good weekend. All right, get some rest. For I know all you tired souls that were in school the whole time or were at work the whole time. And we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.